Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new video of Factorio. This is episode number three. I think it's number three. Episode number 3 of our series. So let's quickly go over and recap what we did in the last episode. So in the last episode, we were working on this beautiful setup right here to produce green circuits. We were also working on red science pack, green science pack. Now, one thing that I realized in the last episode that I could improve is this setup right here. And if we look at this setup, I can move these belts right here, this assembly machine that produces transport belts, up here. And this is what I'm going to do right now. The only small little change that I have to do with this setup is this mess right here. And let me explain what this is. So I have a long-ended inserter that grabs transport belts from the assembly machine, and the long-handed inserter puts the transport belts right here. And so what ends up happening, look at my character, right? You can see that the transport belts are on the right side of the belt. But if I change this to a normal setup, look at what happens. The transport belts are on the left side of the belt, and I don't want that, right? On the left side of the belt, we want the normal inserters. What are they called? It's just the inserter, right? So to take care of that, what I need to do is something like this. Oh my god, how did I do it? Guys, help. All right, like this. Whew. And also I can remove all these transport belts. I can remove this splitter. And by the way, as you can see, this is a lot better. It's space efficient, let's call it that way. Now, in this episode, the goals are very, what are they? I don't know, but they're a lot. There's a lot of things I want to do. So I didn't tell you this yet, but I let the game run for a while. I've completed all the research that requires red science packs and green science packs. So what I need to do now, I need to automate I need to automate black science packs, and I need to automate the blue science packs. And as you can see, I've been playing around. I've been trying new setups, and we are going to work on some of these today. But before I do that, I have another big problem. Is that I now require plastic. And what do I need for plastic? I need petroleum gas. I need crude. And where does crude come from? Crude comes from these little purple dots. And you know what this means? This means I'm screwed. This means I gotta go up here. I need to make a new base. And by the way, this is a really good place. I have copper, I have iron, I have coal, and I have crude. This is beautiful. You know what, guys? I think the first thing we will do is the black science packs, because they don't require anything. And I can already, if I get the black science packs automated, I can start already researching whatever these things are. And I think that's really good. That is really good. And if I remember correctly, I had my black science setup right here. So once again, let's do this. Let's go over the math. Let's go over why we need so many of these things and why do I have so many of these. So the first thing we need to do is look at black science packs. We require 2 walls, 1 grenade, and 1 piercing round magazine. Right? So the walls are the very simple things to do. all we need is stone bricks. And if we look at our main bus, we have a transport belt right here with bricks. So all we have to do is bring this transport belt all the way here, provide bricks, and we are now producing 2 bricks a second or 1 brick every 0.5 seconds. So the next thing I want to look at is the magazines. So if we look at the magazines, we can craft 1 red magazine every 3 seconds. So if I have 3 assembly machines producing magazines, if we look at science packs, at black science packs, we need 2 walls. We will be producing 2 walls every second. And if I have 3 assembly machines producing red magazines, I can produce 1 magazine a second. Do you guys see it? Can you guys... We're getting there, right? We're getting there. So one thing I like to do is produce 1 pack a second. I think this is a great setup. And I will probably follow this idea, right? So now the last thing we need is grenades, right? 1 grenade takes 8 seconds to craft. So guess what? If I have 8 assembly machines producing grenades, I will be producing 1 grenade a second, right? So now when I want to produce black science packs, I need to produce 1 black science pack a second, right? So I have like a perfect input and output. And for that reason, I need all of these materials. Every 10 seconds, all I need to do is produce 10 assembly machines, 10 assembly machines producing 10 black science packs, and this is what I have here. Red magazines are very simple. We need steel and copper, and also we need iron for the normal mags. So the setup is very, very simple, right? We have this main belt right here. It's not a main belt, but you know what I mean, right? And this belt right here will bring iron plates, and it will also bring coal. Yes. And with this, let's call it main belt, I will produce grenades, because grenades require iron and coal. And I will also produce the normal magazines for the red magazines, right? So the belt that brings coal and iron plates will also feed the assembly machine that requires iron plates for the normal mags. These normal mags will be fed to the next assembly machines to produce the special magazines. So as you can see, this is kind of a cheesy way to do 2 things at the same time, right? It's 1 belt for 2 things, and it works quite well. It saves space. It's quite nice, right? Now, I haven't gone over this, but 1 normal magazine takes 1 second to craft. So if I need 3 assembly machines producing red magazines, because they take 3 seconds, in 3 seconds I can produce 3 normal mags. So 1 assembly machine producing 3 fire magazines every 3 seconds is enough to supply 3 assembly machines producing red magazines. And I think that's it. This is a very simple setup. It's quite big. I wish I could like somehow be more space efficient. This is bad. It's too big. I don't like it. But when it comes to time and numbers, I think it's quite nice, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The production of red science packs is up and running. So now we need to bring the packs all the way up to the labs. That's the easy part. And by the way, in the meanwhile, I was so tired of building the underground belts by hand. I built this, whatever this is, setup, quick thing to produce red transport belts and red underground belts. You know, it's just, this is a quick mess for me to get rid of this. I don't want to craft them by hand. I can't craft them by hand. All right, guys, you know what? I think the next thing we do is we think about a train stop. And looking at this beautiful cluster of resources, what I will probably do is I will probably have a train for copper, a train for iron, and a train for coal. What I will probably do with crude is I will have a bunch of pipes all the way down to my base. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally ready. The first step of evolution in Factorio. We are finally ready, and I pray to God I don't die. Let me save the game. Let me save the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to leave our base. We are ready to conquer new worlds. Oh no, we're dead. We're dead. I hate driving in Factorio. Right now, I'm thinking I'm probably not going to build trains and anything because all I want is the oil. At some point, I will probably use the other resources. But right now, what I will probably do is I will make like pipes down, and I could probably use landfill. Yo, that could be crazy. Like small islands, and the pipes would travel to those small islands. Yes, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. That's it, guys. That's the base. That's the base right here. This is it. This is all I'm going to do. Oh my god, this is so stupid. This is so stupid, but I think it will work. And now all I need is like 1 million underground pipes, and I just need to bring the oil back to base. Alright guys, listen. So this is the plan, right? I went to landfill, like between this, something like this. I think it works. Oh my god, I think it works. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have oil. We did it. So now all I have to do is create pipes all the way down to my base. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We have oil. We have oil. Just look at this. This majestic setup. This lunatic setup, but it works. By the way, for anyone wondering, dude, why the hell are you making pipe to ground like all the way from up there to down here? Like, you're wasting time. Why don't you bring just wagons? You make something. I think the problem with wagons is that the time the train takes all the way, like the trip of the wagon is way too much time. I need oil constantly coming in. Like, it's really crucial that I have a massive line of pipes just pumping oil at like crazy amounts, right? Because if I have like wagons, I either need way too much wagons and I need like the train to be super fast, and it's just like, to be honest, I would rather have pipes, because if I need more oil, all I need to do is I need to build more pump jacks. While if I had wagons, oh god, that no, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm doing this. Well, plastic. What is plastic? What do we do with plastic? How do we make plastic? Well, plastic is a very important resource. I would say it's mid-game resource. And to produce plastic, we need the oil from the pump jacks. We need to process the oil. We need the petroleum gas. And with the petroleum gas, we can combine it with coal to make plastic, right? So we have two new cool buildings. We have the oil refineries to produce the petroleum gas, and we have the chemical plants to produce plastic. Now, if you look at the numbers, the oil refineries produce 45 petroleum gas every 5 seconds. And if we look at plastic bars or chemical plants, they consume 20 petroleum gas every second. So if we match the times, in 5 seconds we consume 100 petroleum gas. And so what ends up happening is that these two numbers meet at 900. So if I have 20 refineries producing 900 petroleum gas every 5 seconds, I can have 9 chemical plants consuming 900 petroleum gas every 5 seconds, right? So let's go over the numbers real quick because it's math, it's crazy, and I'm not even that good with math, but 10 refineries every 5 seconds produce 450, right? Very simple. 20 produce 900 every 5 seconds. So for chemical plants, every 5 seconds we consume 100 petroleum gas, right? 5 times 20, 100. If we multiply that by 9, we get the 900 petroleum gas consumed every 5 seconds. So in theory, if I'm not stupid, this should be like the perfect setup, right? Let's hope and pray. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. My refineries are creating as much pollution as possible. This is beautiful. Now, as I was worried, yeah, my pump jacks are not producing enough oil. I will probably need to find another source, but it's fine because I will need to go search for uranium. So I will probably at some point find something better than this. Now that we have plastic, we can think about another very important resource: advanced circuits. And I will put this in the main belt. And as you can see, red circuits are super simple. We have electronic circuits from the main bus. We have plastic from the main bus. We only care about copper cables. So the setup I was thinking about is this one right here. It's a very simple setup, right? So I have one assembly machine producing copper cables. And if we look at the numbers, it takes 6 seconds to craft an advanced circuit. It consumes 4 copper cables. And in 6 seconds, one assembly machine produces 12 copper cables. 1 copper cable every 0.5 seconds, 2 copper cables every second. Every 6 seconds, it's 12 copper cables. Wait a second. I produced 2 copper cables, so it's even better. Yes, I forgot. Yeah, I don't produce 1, I produce 2, so I produce 24. Damn, that's crazy. So I can double it? Alright, here we go. So for every assembly machine, I can feed 6 assembly machines producing advanced circuits. And obviously, one of the belts right here will bring plastic and electronic circuits from the main bus. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, our first red circuit. It's beautiful. It's done. Now let's see. Oh wait, no, it's actually not done. Okay, now it's done. Let's see. Do I produce enough for everything? Maybe actually not. Yeah, because as you can see, yeah, it's very slow. Okay, so I have a problem here. I can't get the copper cables out fast enough. Okay, this seems to be fine. Ooh, I just realized I have a small little problem. The first machine right here is barely able to grab. Why is that? That's weird. Look at this inserter. It can't grab. It's like It's like having a stroke or something. Now that we have everything, we are ready for something new, something better, something very important. The blue packs. By the way, these, I swear, look at them. Look at these little rats. They're always trying to ruin my base. They've been bothering me. They've been destroying my walls. I've been taking care of them all, but they are still coming. Look at these little rats. I have like 6 machine guns right here ready, and they are still coming. They have no love for their lives. These psychopaths. Well, anyway. Let's go for Blue Science Pack. Now, for Blue Science Pack, we need 3 things: sulfur, advanced circuits, and advanced circuits we just automated. We can get them from the main bus, and we need engine units. So to produce engine units, it's very simple. All we need is iron plates to produce iron gear wheels and pipes and a little bit of steel. So what I was thinking, it was something like this right here. And in this setup, this half-baked setup, right? The idea is I have 4 pipes. Let me see, 4 pipes every second. Yes, I have 4 pipes every second and 2 wheels every second. And this is the values I will use to make engines. So with 4 pipes every second and 2 wheels, I need 20 assembly machines. And obviously steel will come from the main bus. Now the sulfur, it's also very simple. I will follow the exact same pattern as I did for plastic. And what I will do is I will have a bunch of refineries producing petroleum. By the way, to produce sulfur I need petroleum. To get petroleum I need oil. So what I will do is I will have, I think it's 10. I will have 10 oil refineries producing, I think it's 450. Yes, it's 450 every seconds. And with 450 petroleum every seconds, I can have 3 chemical plants consuming, yes, 3 every second. They consume 450. And so this is the setup I will use for sulfur. With these numbers, with these 2 setups, I'm producing 2 engines every second, I believe. Because it's 20, yeah, I'm producing 2 engines every second, and I will be producing 6 sulfur every second. That's a lot, but it's not that bad because with sulfur I can craft explosives, for example. And so with all of these numbers, 2 engines a second and with 6 sulfur a second, I just need 24 because 24, it's 1. I'm producing 1 a second, and 1 science pack a second consumes 2 engines a second. All right, let's get to work. Let's build it. And here we have it. Our beautiful setup is ready. And as you can see, yeah, there's Jesus Christ, the oil. That's not good. That doesn't look good. Well, anyway, here's the setup. Sadly, I can't verify if this is the perfect setup because we don't have oil and it's kind of messed up. Yeah. But I think the numbers were right. The math was right. I hope the math was right. And now I have the blue juice coming in. Oh, look at this. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Wait. Why don't I have power? Wait a second. Why don't I have power? I guess I was not producing enough coal, and so I probably ran out. That's gotta be it, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it for today's episode. We did quite a bit. We have automated blue packs. We've automated black science packs. We've automated plastic, red circuits. All right, guys, if you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.